What's good, lovely spirits? It's your main man, Solace, the humble wise one. Now, a young man asked me the other day, he said, "What is life?" So I told him, life is spirits in space. It's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Try to grasp that. Life is spirits in space, in nothing else. Now let me help you to grasp. The sperm cell went into the egg. This was its space. Now the sperm is the spirit. Hopefully y'all grasp this. So when I say the sperm went into the egg, this was its space. Now the spirit, which is the sperm, but we're going to say the spirit so y'all can grasp. The spirit went into the egg, and this was its space. Now the spirit is you, the life force, whatever you want to call it. And the egg is the body, or the space. But it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. Now understand, the sperm cell is about 1,000 times smaller than the egg. So that's a lot of space. Now y'all have to grasp. The sperm, the spirit is within the body. This is you I'm talking about. The spirit is within the body. This is the spirit's space. The body is within its space, which is amongst other bodies. But bodies are nothing more than space, or worlds. So it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. And this is all life is. Now those bodies that are in their space, they will make things. But these things are not life. It is just things that was made by the bodies. So you have to grasp when I say life is nothing more than spirits in space. Your spirit is within your body, and that's its space. Your body is within its space, and you share this space with others. And this is how it is. And it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp, because some of y'all will think, well, how does this go with us being in hell and the fallen angels? And it's a deep thing you have to grasp, because the fallen angels fell to their space, which was a world. So you have to grasp. I said all space is worlds, and all worlds are bodies. So these three things are the same: space, a body, a world. It is all the same. And there will be spirits in them all. So you have to grasp. Now the fallen angels fell to this world, which was their space. And then they made what they made. So now I want y'all to grasp. The spirits of the sperm falls out the man's penis into the space, and it finds a body. And that body develops and becomes a person. And that person makes things in the space that it's in. So this is how you do. You got you a body, you were born, you grew up, you begin to make things in the space that you are in. So you have to grasp. The fallen angels fell. Spirits were cast to earth, which was nothing more than their space, and they made it what you see. Just like all the buildings and things we have, this is what we made with our space. So everything is very simple, but y'all have to grasp. What I'm telling y'all is deep science. Probably the deepest levels of it, but you have to understand a thing to grasp a thing. See, scientists know science how they know it. So they don't view sperm cells and eggs and things of this nature as living beings. They don't even consider a baby truly a living being until it can look into the mirror and notice its reflection and know, oh, hold on, that's me. They did a study on this. They said around 3 or 4 kids are able to look into the mirror and realize that's them. And up until that point, they're not truly a living being. Then you have other scientists that feel that once it's born, it's a living being. But it's a deep thing you have to grasp, because you are a living being before you were born. It's a simple thing. See, the sperm cell got the egg. This was you, the living being, which was the sperm cell. And the sperm cell made decisions. Left fallopian, right fallopian. So you have to be conscious. And you have to be alive to make decisions. So grasp that. Now the sperm cell was moving. And it got the egg, which is the body or the space. And then that body, which is space to the sperm cell, developed. And it made things within its space that it was in now. But it's a simple thing y'all have to grasp. The sperm cell was alive. It is what made the space do what it do. In the body, which was in its space, along with other bodies, meaning people, came together and did what they did with their space. It made their space do what it do. So it's a simple thing y'all have to grasp. The things I'm telling you is science. Because a lot of brothers will say, where can I reference what you're saying? You can't, but you can, because it's science. So you can look up anything I say. But you can't look it up the way I say it, because they don't see life how I see it. They don't see you as alive until way past you've been alive. So it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. Scientists don't know things on the level I know them, because they don't ask themselves questions that I ask. So the knowledge is within the question. See, how many people do you know? Or even you yourself. Have you ever asked yourself, if the sperm cell went into the egg, just one sperm cell went in one egg, and it developed into a baby, and that baby had millions of micro cells within it, where did they come from? How many of y'all have asked yourself that? Scientists don't. Grasp. A scientist will tell you you have millions and billions of micro cell life within you. They'll tell you that. They'll tell you that sperm cells, which is micro cells, get egg cells. So they indirectly tell you that the baby was actually a micro cell at first, and then it developed, got bigger, and then it had micro cells within it. But where did they come from? Being if only one sperm cell got one egg. It developed, but where did the millions and billions of micro cells within it come from? And it's a deep thing that I have to grasp. The knowledge is all within the questions. The deeper you want to go into the knowledge, the deeper the question must become. But it's a simple thing. I'll break it down to y'all right quick because I still have about 2 minutes to waste. Now, where does the micro cells within the living thing comes from? Now, you have millions of sperm cells into the vagina. You have more than one egg in the womb. But only one sperm cell gets one egg. But you have to remember, the additional sperm cell and the additional eggs are never discharged out of the body. Now, scientists will tell you that the egg cells and these things, all that additional stuff becomes the placenta. And we know the placenta transfers things to the baby. So the additional sperm cell, so the additional eggs in sperm cells, right? Those additional eggs and sperm cells that didn't get eggs, they become cells again within the baby. Grasp. It's just like I told y'all, this is hell. You're not going anywhere. It's a very deep thing y'all have to grasp. All those sperm cells that didn't get eggs, they become cells again. It's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. Think on that. It's your main man, Solace.